Hello guys, Bitresponder here, back from my long break with exclusive content this year on cryptocurrency. Today we will discuss Cardano and Ethereum, how they compare, and whether or not you should allocate either one of these cryptocurrencies more in your portfolio, so let's begin. In 2014, Ethereum was co-founded by Vitalik Buterin, who believed there is a need for a cryptocurrency that facilitates application development, otherwise known as smart contracts, and development of dApps, decentralized applications. Charles Hoskinson was another co-founder of Ethereum. However, in June of the same year, he left the project to make the IOHK Foundation, which created Cardano further down the line. His justification for leaving the Ethereum Foundation, however, was an ideological difference of creating a project driven by independent academic research, a decentralized community. Buterin's project was more about decentralized governance, non-profit. The Cardano platform was more for a for-profit entity. Basically, Cardano was more of a problem-solving, while Buterin's is more of an economic solving. So, what is Cardano? Cardano is a third-generation blockchain platform. Of course, it is decentralized. It runs on proof-of-stake consensus. The Cardano platform runs on the Ouroboros consensus protocol. Basically, it divides time into epochs and slots. And within each slot, you have a slot leader. A slot leader is like a pool where you pull in your Cardano with other Cardano holders. Of course, you do not have to give your private key out, which is interesting. Here, the pool leader or the slot leader is chosen randomly and is responsible for choosing the blocks that are added to the blockchain. This way of using autonomous blockchain is much more secure. It protects it from bad actors. Certainly, this is much more decentralized than other blockchains that run on proof of stake. Another topic for another video. Now, what is Ethereum? Ethereum is an open source proof of work blockchain. However, the network is in the process of migrating towards Ethereum 2.0. As of the 29th of July 2021, we have 200,000 validators and more than $14 billion worth of Ethereum staked. That's all for the Ethereum 2.0 just to be rolled out. Offers smart contracts, allowing developers to create dApps and write programs, and as of 2019 and forward, it allowed the building of DeFi applications on the Ethereum blockchain like Compound, the building of NFTs, the tokenomics side of things. The supply of ADA is more limited. There will only ever be 45 billion ADA. 31 billion ADA are already in circulation, with the remaining 14 billion scheduled to be issued through minting. However, Ethereum has no maximum supply, but its inflation rate decreases with each halvening. So currently the block has 2.5 Ethereum per block. Each block is minted every 10 to 15 seconds. And this is a problem. In what sense is that if the inflation rate is infinite, of course there's nothing infinite, change is constant, and the blockchains will not remain the same. I do not believe that Ethereum will remain as the second top cryptocurrency. Whatever rises has to fall. But anyways, this could be its downfall, because if the inflation rate is infinite, even with each halvening less and less Ethereum, we're talking about maintaining a growth which is higher than the inflation rate, so that when markets crash, say a bear market comes, there's not more Ethereum than there is demand. Now, yes, of course there's always going to be some periods where there is less demand, there is more of the supply, but with an inflation rate that just never ends, that amplifies these effects, which can be a disadvantage for Ethereum. Now, where there is an advantage of Ethereum over ADA, however, is the smart contracts platform. You see, the Cardano Foundation are developing a smart contracts platform, which has been long awaited. However, they are now testing it, they are in the test net, and they have been able to actually sell some NFTs and create some projects, which is a topic for another video also. There has been a lot of changes in the cryptocurrency market. Also, don't forget to consider that the Ethereum 2.0 upgrade has had many delays in its happening, and it's not happening before the year 2022, which has many phases. You have sharding and merging, and there's a lot of we yet to see the London upgrade in August. So the Ethereum 2.0 upgrade will make Ethereum more scalable, more efficient, more sustainable, allowing the increase of the number of transactions and also the introduction to proof of stake. So, however, it has been delayed many times since 2014. Vitalik Buterin himself, in one interview, said that it was the primary goal from the very start, and it's very complex and it takes time. However, 8 years right now, it is taking a very long time.
We have been talking about proof of stake and sharding as being part of the roadmap since almost the very beginning of the project, right?
Yes.
Like the very first proof of stake blog post is from January 2014.
Think about the vision and the philosophy of both projects. In Cardano's plans, they are trying to change the way people creating dApps, which I mentioned in the back section of the video, and the consensus of the ecosystem. The reason was Cardano began is due to this different ideology, while Ethereum is more ambitious and tries to expand with a range of successful projects under them, like DeFi, for example. Charles Hoskinson, in an interview, was asked why he believes Cardano is better than Ethereum, and here's what he had to say.
Predictable application, or else nothing works. Well, Ethereum was never built for that. It was built as an experiment that kind of grew into a successful project, and now they're trying to build a safer car. And this is why first mover advantage in technology in many cases is actually a historic disadvantage.
In conclusion, in my opinion, this was a very fast video, and I know there are many moving parts and many factors, but the thing that I discovered while doing research for this video is that this is not about what is an Ethereum killer, or who makes more gains over the short term, or what is the next fork or the next upgrade. It's more about investing in people and their vision. If you notice, there's very different personality between Vitalik and Charles. They're both smart people. They've both have been able to create successful cryptocurrency projects and garner huge amount of following and a lot of attention and a lot of strength really in the cryptocurrency market. However, both ETH and ADA are great buys, and many, they have many promising developments, and currently it's difficult to know which one will overtake the other because it is becoming more of an arms race. We are seeing that Ethereum and ADA, the development is continuing, but however there are these delays and there are these concerns. Charles Hoskinson himself said that there is a chance that Cardano can fail because he believes if the blockchain, if the smart contracts platform that they're working on will not be utilized, that is a point of failure. However, we're not talking about short term, and that is few years. I think long term. Long term, really, and this is as a suggestion, not as a piece of advice. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but long term, I'm putting money where my mouth is, and I think long term, Cardano has a higher probability of overtaking Ethereum. Because of the increased development activity, as you can see, Cardano has much more development in terms of, GitHub releases and all that stuff compared to Ethereum, and the sustainability of the blockchain. Ethereum is a bit unpredictable. There's many moving parts. The proof of stake has been long awaited. There is even a probability that the Ethereum 2.0 as a whole, as a concept, might fail. And there is also room for growth in terms of market cap and tokenomics. If you think about it, Cardano is hard capped. It is still as a 5th place on CoinMarketCap. So there's a lot of room to grow, and there's a lot of room to take and capture some of Ethereum's market, smart contracts, and as you know, right now with the release of DeFi and you have NFTs, so there is a chance that we might see Cardano overtaking Ethereum in that regard. I recommend you do more research, however, and rather than search for gains to invest in, find the one you see fit, okay? Invest in people more than you invest in a coin. This suits your future and the perspective of the blockchain space. That's where the gains are made, realistically. This is actually the way to making money in the cryptocurrency market. So, thank you and goodbye.